As the coffin of the Queen makes its way towards the Windsor Palace for the royal ceremonials, I want to quickly bring to you the 10 defining images of the funeral service that has just concluded at Westminster Abbey. England and the world have bid farewell to Queen Elizabeth II. After lying in state for 10 days, the Queen will be buried at St. George's Chapel next to her late husband, Prince Phillip, who passed away less than a year ago. The Queen's coffin was borne in a procession to Westminster Abbey on a state gun carriage, just like it was for her father, King George VI, grandfather King George V, great-grandfather King Edward VII, and great-great-grandmother Queen Victoria. The second big image, as the Queen's coffin was taken in procession from Westminster Hall to Westminster Abbey, it was led by massed pipes and drums of Scottish and Irish regiments, Gurkhas, as well as the Royal Air Force. This was the military component of the regalia. At the King's request, the wreath over the Queen's coffin contained foliage of rosemary, English oak and myrtle, and flowers in shades of gold, pink and deep burgundy, with touches of white cut from the gardens of the royal residences, with a special emphasis on sustainability at the request of the late Queen. Queen Elizabeth II's coffin arrived at Westminster Abbey, followed by her children, the Queen's eldest and King now, and successor King Charles III, dressed in ceremonial military uniform, followed the solemn procession alongside his wife and Queen Consort Camilla, his siblings Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and the rest of the royal family. Prince George, who one day will be king, aged 9, and Princess Charlotte, who is 7, walked behind the coffin of their great-grandmother, with whom they fondly called Gan Gan. They walked between their parents, the Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Kate. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, also walked behind the Queen's coffin inside Westminster Abbey. Harry was dressed in the royal's uniform. He was given special permission to wear the uniform as a tribute to the Queen, but without her initials, even though he is not a working royal family member, having given up his royal duties. The Princess of Wales, Meghan Markle, wore the Queen's pearl choker and drop earrings as she arrived at Westminster with her children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte. Kate, I beg your pardon. Catherine has been wearing jewels and brooches of the Queen in almost all her public appearances since the death of the Queen. US President Joe Biden and the First Lady of the United States were one of the first to arrive at Westminster Abbey. The monarch's funeral was attended by an estimated 2,000 guests. French President Emmanuel Macron and the French First Lady, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Indian President Draupadi Murmu, all were photographed sitting with other world leaders who had assembled in London to pay tribute to the departed monarch. Former British Prime Ministers Boris Johnson, Theresa May, David Cameron, Gordon Brown and Tony Blair were of course also present at Westminster Abbey for the state funeral to Queen Elizabeth II in central London. It's a £5.4 million funeral that the British public is paying for.